Location: aboard the airship the Dreamer.
Altitude!
3,000 meters. Uncle Thomas, if you drop the map overboard one more time, we'll be navigating by the flight of wild geese.
Aye.
Shouted over the roar of the propeller. She gripped the yoke tighter. Mia wore a leather flight helmet and grease-stained overalls. Professor Thomas, in his tweed jacket, looked as if he were dressed for a library, not an expedition.
Geese are excellent navigators, Mia, but right now we need to go higher. The barometer is dropping. We are entering the foam barrier.
The airship dived into the thick white milk of the clouds. The turbulence was so bad that the teacups in the tiny galley rattled. "Hold on," Mia yelled, yanking the altitude lever. The Dreamer burst through the clouds and emerged into a blindingly blue sky. And there, floating in the air against all laws of physics, hung the island. It looked like a massive emerald draped in waterfalls that dissolved into mist before they could hit the earth far below. Sky Harbor. Thomas exhaled, wiping his glasses. It exists. Mia guided the airship toward an old wooden pier jutting out from the ropes. The landing was rough. The basket bumped against the planks. They climbed out. The air here was thin and sweet, like vanilla, but it was quiet, terrifyingly quiet. The calm, whispered Thomas, touching a withered flower. The wind has gone to sleep. If we don't wake it before sunset, the Sky Lilies will die. The path to the village was blocked by massive wrought iron gates, overgrown with a strange white ivy that pulsed as if it were breathing. Cloud ivy. Thomas identified. It hardens without air movement. Then we hack it, Mia said, pulling her trusty, faulty hydraulic secateurs from her backpack.
Stand back, Uncle, it's time for some extreme gardening.
Location: the aeronauts' village. Time: noon. Beyond the gates lay a village frozen in time. Cottages with roofs like upturned boats, cobblestone streets, and dozens of windmills standing perfectly still. Locking mechanism, Mia said. Crouching at the base of the main windmill, she opened a maintenance hatch. Inside was a bird's nest of gears, springs, and levers. Everything is rusted. I need oil, a lot of oil. I'll look in the old workshop, Thomas announced enthusiastically and disappeared around the corner. Mia set to work. She liked machines. They were logical, unlike people. She was unscrewing bolts, humming under her voice. Hey, help! I'm under attack! She dropped her wrench and ran. Thomas was standing in the middle of the square, pressed against a dry fountain. Standing before him was a creature. It was round, the size of a large dog, and seemed to be made of dense cotton wool. It had small horns and very cheeky eyes. What is that? Mia asked, skidding to a halt. Ovis Nebula, Thomas whispered in horror. A cloud ram, he ate my map, and its head, it snorted, trotted over to Mia and delicately took the apple. Its wool felt like the softest cashmere, but static electricity crackled inside it. Look! Mia pointed to the ram's neck, a collar with a large copper key hung there. Uncle, I think our new friend is the key to the Temple of the Wind. Thomas adjusted his glasses. Remarkable, a symbiosis of fauna and security mechanisms. Mia, you are a genius of diplomacy! While the ram chewed the apple, Mia removed the key. Then she returned to the windmill, poured the dregs of oil from a canister. Thomas had frowned and pulled the lever. With a screech and a groan, the blades shuddered. The windmill began to turn. Through a system of pipes, air was pushed further upward toward the mountain peak. Location: the island peak, the wind organ. Time: 1 hour before sunset. They climbed to the summit. There stood a structure resembling a giant organ made of copper pipes reaching into the sky. Surrounding it was a field of sky lilies. They were gray, closed, and dying. The wind organ, Thomas said reverently. Mia approached the control console. The bellows, massive leather sacks on the sides, were deflated and covered in cracks. The bellows are leaking, Mia said. We can't build pressure! We don't have leather to patch them. Mia looked at Thomas specifically, at his tweed jacket with the leather patches on the elbows. Uncle, take off your jacket. What? This is vintage! It is a patch to save an ecosystem! 15 minutes later, using an industrial stapler, duct tape, and scraps of clothing, Mia had sealed the bellows. It looked ugly, but it was airtight. Now the music. Mia said, Uncle, there's a punch card here. It's torn, we don't know the melody. Thomas approached the console. He looked at the withered flowers. Lilies respond to sound. He muttered low notes, then high. He closed his eyes, recalling old lectures. His hands rested on the keys. Go on, maestro, whispered Mia, starting to pump the handle manually. Thomas struck the first chord. A deep, vibrating hum traveled through the pipes. The island shuddered. Thomas played. It was a strange, wild melody. The bellows expanded, the tweed patches stretching to their limit. Compressed air erupted from the largest pipe. It struck the sky. The clouds above the island swirled. The wind answered. First a light breeze, then a strong, fresh gust smelling of ozone. The wind swept across the field, and before the travelers' astonished eyes, the gray buds began to open. They flashed with blue, violet, and gold light. The petals fluttered, greedily drinking in the airflow. They are singing, Mia whispered. The flowers are singing. The roar of the wind mingled mingled with the delicate crystal chime of thousands of blooming lilies. The sun was setting, painting the clouds beneath them pink. Mia and Thomas sat on the edge of the pier, legs dangling into the abyss. The cloud ram lay nearby, resting its fluffy head on the professor's lap.
We saved them, Thomas said, carefully packing a pollen sample into a test tube.
This is the discovery of the century, Mia, the effect of acoustic resonance in high-altitude botany.
I'm calling it Operation Tweed Jacket. Mia grinned, wiping her wrench with a rag.
A pity about the jacket, sighed Thomas, shivering in the cool wind in just his shirt. But it was worth it.
Here. Mia draped her flight blanket over his shoulders.
Get in the airship. Uncle, I'll make you some cocoa. And then you can tell me about that firefly cave you mentioned.
Oh, the cave.
Thomas's eyes lit up behind his lenses. There are absolutely unique mechanical beetles there, but it is very dark.
That's okay. Mia looked at the horizon where the first stars were igniting.
We'll bolt a brighter spotlight onto the dreamer. The airship cast off, carrying the two adventurers toward new mysteries, while below on the saved island, the wind continued to play its eternal song on the copper pipes.